Alright, this video is going to be covering part 1 of grinding on ranked, using a strike pack, and testing to see if it makes a difference at all. Now, I'm starting part 1 with the lower levels, so I'm not going to show bronze because I feel like bronze is pretty much just play and you'll automatically get RP just by surviving. And silver is almost the same thing. You notice that this beginning clip has me playing Pathfinder. I recommend playing characters that will give you height, so Pathfinder, Valk, like my teammates playing, Horizon, Octane, even Rev, because Revenant can climb pretty high. So using these characters will get you more acclimated to the basics of the game. It's going to have you taking more aggressive vantage points. You'll get more shots in per game, which is great, because the person that shoots more is going to basically get more practice. Here you can see I eliminate one of the solos, so now we just have 2 squads left. At this point, you can see that my teammates pinging out that there's someone right there in this area right here. They're either on this rock here, which I'm not sure. I know they ported, but they either are right behind this rock or they moved up when I was shooting the other teammate. So I'll just keep playing the clip. Valk's missiles is really useful for getting them behind cover. So I see, seems like a Horizon that has moved onto that box. So again, we're maintaining high ground. They have to move forward. We have to move forward a little bit too, but there's basically this vast expanse of the canyon. So we just have a more advantageous position. I recommend always using that. So I'm getting a different angle here. I didn't even have to use my Q to get up there. So again, really good vantage point. Now I'm going to push because I know it's a duo. And here's the flat line. I'm ADSing. See, notice it didn't really help that much. And now I'm using hipfire. So strike pack, almost no help there. Alright, so in this next clip you can see my team and I are pushing. We're kind of pushing into this team that's crafting over there. We're in goal 3. And I've got a wingman, which is pretty loaded, and an R99, which is not. So you can't see, but R99 is kind of running low on ammo, and I do have the strike pack on anti-recoil for the R99. But you'll see in this beginning clip, at longer distances, the R99 doesn't do too much. So my teammates and I are slowly trying to push and take advantage of this team that's busy on the crafter. So I pause here because I want to show you that there's a portal in the middle right here, and I'm just keeping an eye on the portal. I know that there's fighting going around everywhere else, probably more to the right over here, and maybe behind this building here. I am only interested in effectively what's going on with this portal, and if there's anyone kind of in this vicinity of the hole. So here I can see that there is a Mirage that's probably trying to make us escape into the portal, and there's likely no other teammates. I crack him. I think at this point I'm probably talking to my teammates, saying that he's cracked. I look down just to make sure no one else is hiding. Weird angle. And now, because the Mirage went through a portal that wasn't ideal, it's wide open, he's forced to kind of use his ult to go in a different direction. So I have no idea where this Mirage is going. I don't know where his teammates are. I kind of assume that he might be going that way because that's where the closest building is. Realize that that's not him. Then I'm just checking, taking a few shots there. Now I can see that I crack him. Notice that when I'm shooting, my recoil is actually going up a little bit. When you're this far away, it's really tough to have a strike pack give you perfect lasers, especially with the R99. With 301, with a flat line, you'll see later, it's definitely plausible, but with the R99, stick to close distance fights that are probably closer to, even closer to where this portal is compared to where I'm standing. Even this is probably like, I don't know, 40 meters, 30 meters. So this distance or closer is where you want to take advantage of your gun. So here we know that there's at least a Mirage behind that rock. That might be a decoy. Shoot, and it is. So now I'm telling my teammates, let's push. This is the direction of the ring. I'm gonna push. So that's my mistake. I'm healing here, but I pushed up a little bit too far. I thought that I could simply straight to the left and hide behind this box. I was a little bit too far in front, so at this point I'm healing in the open, so that's not a good look. I dodged to the left there. Now I'm using the enemy and I finished the job. Okay, so the very last part of this game, there's 3 squads left, you can see here, but there's knocks and finishes going on. So our team is not involved in this scrap at all. The scrap is going on, you know, all the way closer to the next ring side of the map, and my teammates and I are still healing from that last exchange we had. So I'm kind of pushing forwards that direction, and I'm thinking to myself, there continues to be knocks. It seems like they're very close to each other. We should just Valko over there. So I think that's what I'm talking on the mic right now. It looks like my teammates, you know, get the message. So at this point, you can see that it just all of a sudden went to 2 squads. You see there was some gunfire right here. That's exactly what I'm doing. Fortunately, my abilities let me scan how many enemies there are. So I'm diving straight in. I can see there's 2 enemies, and I say let's go here. They start splitting up. So I'm saying let's take this rock. Maybe someone can stand over here. There's an enemy there and an enemy there. There's 3 of us, right? And they're probably somewhat weak from the fight before. So especially if one of their teammates got fully finished, we should probably focus on one of these guys. The problem is both my teammates dropped to the bottom left there. Ideally, we could have maybe had 2 people on this rock here, myself here, and we could have focused on this one guy, got a quick knock. But it doesn't work out that way. That's okay. I have the R99. You see I don't have too much light ammo, but enough for like 3 full clips. So one thing I'll point out is in gold, I didn't like how my one teammate, so I have a fuse who's doing the right thing, he's on the rock. There's a teammate over there, or the enemy over there, enemy in this direction over here. I want to kind of with this fuse take on this guy here, but I don't want the enemy over here to just shoot at us. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to at least weaken him, get him to heal for a couple seconds by throwing my missiles at him. And I think I would prefer that the Pathfinder, who's, you know, outside of the screen over here, pretty far off, I would prefer that he's kind of behind this care package, or even maybe on this rock here. But it's enough for us to just kind of get that. You'll see that eventually the enemy fuse, who's to the right, will push us. Kind of not the smartest play. So their strike pack does come in handy, even though it's what, like 5 meters away, or maybe 10 meters away. Not too hard. Now it's 3v1, and the ring is in the process of closing. So the one thing I probably should have done here is not heal. I'm only a quarter or a shield cell off from full health, but I trust that the Pathfinder did decent damage exchange, so get the final knock and we're good. Alright, so one more game I'll go over. Here you can see that we are still in Gold 2, and our team is in a fight currently. Our crypto is down. I don't think we have a knock yet. We know that a caustic knocked our crypto, and the fight is inside the building that I'm currently on top of. I wish my teammates would have stayed on top, but you know, with a Mirage and a crypto, they don't have the height abilities, and I'm playing Octane in this case, so I probably used my jump pad to get up here. So I'm here, the caustic put traps down. I'm just hoping they make a mistake. They don't, so now I'm forced to rush in. Now at this point, we have 2 knocks, right? 2 of our teammates have been knocked. I'm not really looking at the kill feed that meticulously at this point, but I know that one of our teammates knocked an Ash, and then a Lifeline knocked the other teammate, and I don't know if the caustic is up still, but it looks like that he might be. So, shooting traps. Now I hear res, so I'm gonna res. Okay, so this is probably not great. So this means that the lifeline actually didn't even res, because the way that res sounded was probably the caustic resing the ash or something. So the lifeline was just hunting for me while I was resing. And Crypto doesn't have much health. I don't have much health. Fortunately, I do get a laser on this guy. And I'm running trying to heal. But then it looks like our Crypto actually knocks that lifeline, so it finishes the job. Now he's on a Phoenix. So my job is to just try to make sure he survives the Phoenix at this point. I think I end up sacrificing a few grenades. I'm fine with this. I don't mind, because if we get them just pause, the Crypto fully heals, then we're in a winning situation. And now this is actually a perfect scenario, because our Crypto is running upstairs and this Ash did not see me. So this Ash is probably chasing the Crypto, and I have a free clip on my R301. So here, I knocked the Ash, Crypto knocks the caustic. So Crypto actually did a good job holding his own as well. And it's probably 50-50 strike pack, game awareness, but yeah, having the R301 with the strike pack combination is pretty useful. Okay, so after we looted, another team comes flying in, so we come fighting again. The Crypto just knocked a Horizon, and me and Octane are jumping back in the fight to make sure he's not alone. I don't know the other teammates on his team yet, on the enemy's team I should say, but I'm kind of just scouting out here that they're shooting someone. There I can see here, actually you can see the strength of the strike pack. I don't know exactly how far this is from here to where I am, but it is a decent amount of distance, and I was able to get, what, 70 damage and a knock, thanks to my friends up here who got, you know, armor break and all that, and Octane wasn't fast enough to get away. So this, I think, with R301, even with the 1x HCOG, it's really good with the strike pack. Without the strike pack, you could, you know, obviously also learn the recoil. It's relatively just kind of like a diagonal down pull, but it just makes your life a little bit easier. And then you see I immediately start getting shot at from the side over here, I think by a Valk. But unfortunately, Valk doesn't fully knock me. Now I'm kind of distracting them with a jump pad. Valk just flies right by me, so I guess I was unlucky in that sense, but then my teammates end up finishing that pretty easily. So here's another instance of kind of the strike pack helping you out. So my teammates are a little bit in trouble. There is this guy who was kind of camping here, ambushing us. His teammates are way to the other side of this gravity cannon. So they were kind of what my teammates were shooting at, and then this guy was shooting them in the back. I realized that, I hide behind this box and try to get into a safer position to shoot him. You'll see that R301 is very strong here. So 199 damage off of one clip. It's, I would say, a huge advantage in this specific scenario. Obviously I could have used the 30-30 to shoot at him, but he would have had more time to duck back into cover once I did, you know, shield cracking damage. So I want to push him. He ends up gliding to the side. That's okay, I just need a single shot. So I don't care that his teammates are shooting at me. I'll get the knock and I'll run into cover. So that's kind of the strength of the strike pack right there. Is if you don't have the best recoil control, you're doing 199 damage, and they did almost no damage to me because they hadn't seen me yet. We're focused on my teammates, but you're going to have situations like that where you feel like the strike pack is going to do a lot of work for you, and then you're going to have situations like this right here, where only 11 damage, probably just as much distance, maybe like 40-ish meters or so, which really should have not been an issue, but yeah, kind of whiffed there. And I'll just let these last couple minutes of the gameplay so you can see we're perched on high ground shooting down different enemies, and there's 3 other squads left, so we're just kind of chilling. We're a full 3-man, not everyone else is. You know, there's a team in the middle and a team farther on to the right. We're a little bit split, and I don't think we're doing the best communicating which position we want to take. There's a team in the building. My 2 teammates are at least together. I just don't want us to get shot on the left, so I'm somewhat camping this area. Unfortunately. They're really into taking this fight right here. do a pretty good job keeping on the pressure, but the crypto's alone. And I don't want them to get angled on us, so I shoot them. Then my crypto gets knocked. So I kind of have no choice. I see that all of a sudden there's only 2 other squads. There's one team right in front of me trying to loot. So that is a really good knock. Again, a good example of strike pack. This guy's just hiding on cover, no problem. I actually want to group up with my teammates. I know he needs to heal. I want to finish this guy, or not let this guy the res. So I did do that. Not the greatest locate aim, right? Basically getting that initial crosshair on the opponent. That's probably half of aiming. Color controls the other half. So at this point, I think I don't really have much else to show you. Because it's trio on my team versus duo, I kind of just brainlessly push. And you'll see that, I'll fast forward a little bit, but as the ring closes, I get this guy flesh. He's killed by my teammate. There's one left, and we get the win. So overall, I'll say that the strike pack does help in certain situations, particularly when you have the R301 or the flatline. And 30 to 50 meters away is the sweet spot. You're going to have really good games, and you're going to have games where you may whiff a little bit, but like I said, I recommend playing guys like Octane, Pathfinder. Get some height, get some good advantages on shooting down at your opponents. You're going to be a much better shot.